to see the difference in lighting as everything looks brighter. I know some people had commented last week saying that it was somewhat dark in this room, and thanks to JDM Photography, now we have extreme lighting. I feel like I'm in like a cloud. It feels great though. It feels good to be sitting here in position as it is a huge college football Saturday. Yes, Penn State, Pittsburgh is the headliner tonight for all you local cats that are listening on Facebook and on the Mixler app. We're going to talk a lot about what Penn State can do. Look, we talked about it last Sunday on the show. That performance against Appalachian State defensively has a lot of question marks kind of ranging through college football fans and Penn State fans understanding what's going on with Penn State. Tonight is a bigger test. We'll see. We'll see exactly what team is going to come out tonight. That's on the table, as well as a lot to get to about the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, whether it was pretty or not, it doesn't matter. A win in the NFL is a win in the NFL. And, second half football coming out. And again, the defensive side of the ball is what's going to make the Eagles, right? That's what's going to make this team try to compete for another Super Bowl this year. Now, Nick Foles, a little bit shaky in the first half. Again, it's not easy to come out after a long preseason and put up points. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow on the NFL show. But the Eagles did what they had to do. They got their banner. They got their rings. The whole delayed start kind of started off a little slow. I wasn't surprised that the score was, 6-3 at the half. I was not surprised at all that it took a while for these teams to get going. Now, Atlanta missed opportunities in the red zone. Missed chances there for the Falcons to really take advantage and shock the country with the first NFL game of the year. Now, I'm going to pull up everything on Facebook Live. We're going to talk about it all today. If you look on Facebook on Across the Board Sports Talk Show, you saw the preview of the show today. Look, a lot of talk on the Eagles and Falcons recap and the Eagles starting out 1-0. We'll talk about Pittsburgh versus Penn State tonight and what you Penn State fans are expecting. A lot of nerves going on right now with Penn State. We'll talk about that. We'll discuss kind of what to expect from Penn State's offense today and defense especially. I think the eyes are on the defense. Primetime, 8 o'clock on ABC. We'll talk about that as well. I'm not a huge believer in Pitt. Pitt's program has struggled. I mean, ever since Larry Fitzgerald and LaShawn McCoy, the Pittsburgh Panthers haven't been really, something to write home about. They've struggled mightily in their division, the ACC. So we'll talk about Pitt as well. A lot to talk about as far as the pick segment, the fantasy football segment. We'll talk about it all. Of course, coming up at 11:15, we will do the pick segment every show. 11:15 to 11:30, we will have a pick segment to talk about the college games, and of course on Sundays with the NFL games starting tomorrow. At 11:30, the fantasy football segment. I know a lot of your drafts have been done. Season started. On Thursday, it wasn't really a great fantasy football type game unless you had Julio Jones, who went off. I know the Falcons struggled to score, only scoring 12 points, but Julio Jones had a great game as far as fantasy is concerned, and Jay Ajayi scoring 2 touchdowns. So we'll talk fantasy football at 11:30, and then, of course, to round out the show, we will do the Twitter update. All right, big shout out to all the sponsors that have made this show possible. My gold sponsors. The whole show is brought to you by Red Jewelers. Again, 2 locations, 5248 Hamilton Boulevard, 704 West Emmaus Ave. My guy Red will take care of you if you're looking to buy, sell, customize, or repair jewelry. Red Jewelers is the place to go. The law offices of Albert Yacoub. My man Albert, if you're looking for a lawyer, you get yourself into some trouble. I know I talk about this a lot, and I promote Albert because not only is he a supporter of the show, but also he's seen it all from both sides of the fence. It's 610-437-2185. Albert is a huge sponsor of the show, premium sponsor of the whole hour and a half, as well as the fantasy football segment coming up at 11:30. Again, has played both sides of the fence, prosecutor, and he is a lawyer as well. YacoubLaw.com. Also, the show brought to you by my guys at The Cut, which hopefully will be there in the next couple of weeks. Of course, I got to sit down and talk to Matt about some shows that we've got going on. The weather has shifted now. Just the last 2 days. Today, 65 degrees. Tomorrow, 60-some degrees. I think it's like 58, 60 degrees and rain. So we'll try to sneak in an outside show at The Cut at 1058 3rd Street in Whitehall. 610-443-0511. Matt, Chris, Jake, Tim, all those guys will take care of you there if you're looking for a barber. And also, the show brought to you by Laziz Mediterranean Grill, Tillman Square Plaza, 4666 Broadway, Allentown, PA, for the best sandwich and service in town. Check out Laziz Mediterranean Grill and also Biagio Pizzeria Restaurant, 1526 North Cedar Crest Boulevard, and Eli Boutros, yes, your Lehigh Valley Realtor, at 484-547-8228 at Elias Boutros, LehighValleyAgents.com. Those are your premier sponsors, and we've added one more. Yes, I've waited here to premiere this on the show. We've added if you're looking for a special occasion coming up on October 26th, none other than the Meza. Middle Eastern cuisine is just great, right? I mean, talk about Laziz Grill supporting the show. Aladdin Restaurant is one of my advertisers. And now we added the Meza Mediterranean Cuisine, who's hosting one of the biggest parties of the fall on October 26th.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Show it what you want. Show it what you need. My niggas run the game. We ain't never leave. Never